wabarakatuh, Miss.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yuk, Ayan.
Yeah, let me introduce myself. My name is Ayun Andita Rizkullah. I'm from One Day Administration Business. Today I wanna ask you some questions. First, could you introduce yourself, Miss?
Mas Ari, you can call me Yesi.
What majors Miss Yesi teach?
What major? What do you mean, Ayun?
Jurusan.
Oh, jurusan. Yeah, I'm from English department from Politeknik Negeri Bandung.
What made you interested in becoming a lecturer, or some make you motivated to become a lecturer?
Okay, what makes me feel motivated in becoming a lecturer? Because I am passionate in English. I know that my passion is to teach students, since I have part-time job as private English lecturer. But then I see that teaching is also one thing that makes money. Yeah, so that I am more serious in teaching by becoming a lecturer, civil servant lecturer. Jadi apa namanya mengajar selain juga passion, tapi juga bisa menghasilkan untuk saya. So that's why I applied to become one of the lecturer for Politeknik Negeri Bandung, majoring English department.
Okay, Miss. Next question, if I may know, what is the reason why you chose this department, like English department?
Yes, English department is one of my alma mater. I was graduated from this department. I know that English department are fulfilled with a great lecturer. Some of my seniors in English department are graduated from reputable university in Australia and New Zealand. So that's why I know that I am in the right path to be one of the next lecturer for Politeknik Negeri Bandung. Besides, I know that becoming a lecturer for my own alma mater is somehow a burden for me, because the seniors have already know me. They know me as their students, ex-students, but now I'm becoming their colleagues, rekan kerja, so we are in the same level, and I have to prove to them that I am eligible enough to continue their fight in educating students in Polban to understand English better and better.
Okay, Miss, thank you. Next question. Besides teaching, what activities are you outside the campus?
Okay, my activity outside campus is taking care of my firstborn. I have daughter. She is 7 months. Sorry, it's not 7 months. It's 8 months already. And then I also take care of my family. I love to cook. I love to try new recipes every week. And then I also I also love to traveling, but because the pandemic, somehow it stops me to do the traveling. So somehow now I love to do virtual traveling by seeing YouTube.
Yes, Miss. Next question. Are there any difficult while teaching in Polban?
Difficulties in teaching in Polban. That's a great question. Actually, teaching in Polban is not as difficult as my previous experience in teaching in private universities, because the students in Polban actually are very smart in accepting the material I give. So it's not a big challenges for me to teach English, even if I teach English to non-English department. For example, when I teach to AB student, to civil engineering students, they are very good in absorbing English material. And perhaps the challenges that I feel is that what is it? Studies teaching in Polban started from 7 in the morning, ya. Jadi ngajar di Polban itu sangat pagi, jam 7, and somehow some of the students are not ready yet to do the study. Somehow they are still sleepy in the classroom. But one thing that I appreciate, all of the Polban students are very diligent in coming on time. Bahkan jam 7 sudah pada standby di kelas.
And
Gitu.
next, do you have any tips on how to teach or how to become a lecturer?
My greatest tips for you who wants to be a lecturer is that you should have good time management and you have to be consistent in doing your study. For example, if you want to become administrasi business lecturer like this, you have to continue your study to magister with the same department. Jangan pindah ke departemen lain karena you have to be special. You have to be special and have deeper understanding in administrasi business. So when you are becoming a lecturer, you know every single details about administrasi business. And after that, you have to be disciplined, having good time management, and becoming a lecturer is somehow easy but somehow difficult. So just enjoy because teaching is very relaxing for me and very interesting for me, and I never feel that teaching somehow become a burden for me until now.
Next question, since during this pandemic, what is your response to this online lecture? You have been upset, maybe?
Yeah, good question. Both. During the pandemic, jadi gini, Ayun, saya ini baru melahirkan di bulan Maret, ya. Harusnya saya cuti cuma 3 bulan sampai Mei. Tapi karena pandemik, terpaksa kita mengajar dari rumah. So I really enjoy my time with my baby. Saya berasa cuti setahun jadinya. Tapi di sisi lain, I know that teaching online is somehow a burden for students who are very limited in kuota. Kalau kita mungkin bisa pakai wifi, juga disupport oleh gaji dari kampus, tapi mungkin akan jadi problems buat students yang punya limited kuota. So, I feel very sorry for those students who are very limited in quota or bad signal in their homes. But I hope that this pandemic will end very soon because mengajar online menurut saya materi tidak tersampaikan dengan baik. Begitu sih.
Okay, Miss, and the last, is there a message for the students?
Okay, my message for students. Let's be cooperative. Let's do this job together because the person or people who are feel difficult during this pandemic is not only students, but we as the lecturers also very stressful in managing the class because we have to be creative in developing the material, gimana bikin materi yang nggak bikin anak-anak bosen. Dan saya tahu nggak mungkin 4 jam pembelajaran itu semuanya Google Meet, nggak mungkin semuanya e-learning. Tapi bagaimana kita mix semua metode supaya tujuan pembelajaran tercapai, the goals have achieved, and everybody is happy.
Okay, thank you, Miss. That is all from me. And next question dilanjut sama rekan saya, Irfan.
Okay, Ayun. You're welcome.